Next year is Shepherd's Walk's 10th birthday. Who would have thought back in 1999, when I launched my first website on a total budget of just £120, that the business would grow enough to employ 8 people and it would have such a large positive impact on my life. This year I have hopefully moved things a little bit forward by putting the year that was for the first time on YouTube. You can also do it the old way by reading it in the text version, but hopefully we'll have a few pictures just to bring the whole thing to life. The start of 2008 was a hive of activity. I decided at the end of 2007 that I personally could not lead all the guided walks the following years, so I started interviewing for new guides. After 4 weeks, I emerged with what I think was some of the best walking guides in the north of England: Richard, Russell, Mike and the 2 Allisons. One of the Allisons has been our apprentice for 2008, and after much hard work by herself, she is now ready to lead walks in 2009. The guided walk programme certainly took a new lease of life with all these new guides, and with all the guides writing blog entries after each walk, they certainly gave the walk a new dimension after each of the events. It gave the opportunity for the walkers to show their friends and their family what they've been up to on the guided walks. On the 13th of April we started something completely new, a long distance path which was St Oswald's Way as a series of day walks. How would we get on over the next 12 months? The first section put my mind totally at rest when 40 people booked, so we had to split them into 2 groups, each with their own guide. Walking across the sands following the Pilgrim's Causeway from Holy Island was truly one of the highlights of the year. It was the first time we'd used transport on the guided walks, and we had to turn people away, it was so popular. On this guided walk we tested a new piece of software which sent everybody a text message 1.5 hours before the start of the walk. This text included up-to-date information that would help the attendees. It proved a resounding success and has been used on every walk since. One weekend later in the year we had over 100 people on walks, courses and holidays, and by using this technology not one person rang up with any queries. This was one of our greatest achievements of the year, being able to manage large numbers of people by giving them all the information they need in a structured way. In June of 2008 we headed out onto Hadrians Wall for a week with a superb group of people for a week's walking holiday on our first fully supported Shepherd's Walks holiday of the year. It was a resounding success and the weather was even kind to us, and the group all completed the trail with a smile on their face. In July we had a large amount of press coverage. One of these was a journalist from the London Evening Standard out on one of our Hadrians Wall walking holidays who wrote a superb piece about what a great holiday he had. He walked our Hadrians Wall highlights trip. From then onwards, this just £225 holiday turned out our busiest holiday for the remainder of the year. Also in July 2009 was when I dipped my toe into YouTube. I had been thinking about this for some time, and after too many late nights cursing my computer, the first YouTube film was uploaded in July, after the first of our 2 walks that we led celebrating the Fontburn centenary. This has been followed with films after many of the guided walks that followed from then on, and you can see them all now on YouTube. September was the month of the floods. Our emergency plans came into full swing on a Saturday afternoon after it rained continuously for 48 hours. Harry, my 7-year-old son, and I managed to save over £30,000 of the socks as waters had started to soak into our sock store. The same day, for the first time ever, we had to cancel a guided walk that was going to take place the following day. And to put icing on the cake, Harry and I couldn't get home that Saturday night as where we live, which is Rothbury, got totally cut off by the floods. In November, I was both flattered and honoured when Northumberland National Park asked Shepherd's Walk to deliver a series of guided walks for the Outdoor Writers AGM that was taking place in Northumberland. Altogether we led 3 walks over 2 days in wind, snow and sunshine. November also saw the repeat of my appearance on Radio 4 Ramblings, which again had a big impact on Shepherd's Walks. It was a quiet, wet Friday when I was sat at work thinking, perhaps I can go home early. And then the phone rang. It was my mum. You're going to be on Ramblings in 5 minutes' time. So off we went. The website sprung into life, and it was certainly no early finish for me, but I'm certainly not complaining. You can still hear part of the interview online on YouTube. And here we are with the approach up to Christmas. Believe it or not, it's our busiest time of the year, and as we're already planning everything for next year, and we're busy processing all our Christmas orders. Shepherd's Walks has truly changed over the past year, growing massively, but hopefully still with that personal touch. Our holidays have also been a big part of 2008, complementing the hugely popular, already established day walk programme. All our map and compasses courses in the last year have been totally sold out, and so have our GPS training courses. The self-led walks have also proved massively popular, and many of them have been updated to keep them all bang up to date as the landscape evolves. Thank you all very much for your people who bought off us and spent a little bit of money over the last year to keep the whole business running. It is really appreciated. So please take a look at our website, shepherdswalks.co.uk. Look at some of the guided walks coming up and training courses and some of the products we have, whether it's walking guides or guidebooks, and hopefully you might find something that interests you. And you never know, I might see you in the next 12 months.